moment or a tough transition. They've all transitioned really, really well. And fortunately for us, because we've needed them all too. And usually that doesn't happen. Usually half of them do and half of them don't.
In what ways has Xavier Thomas grown from?
Well, probably I would say his knowledge, and then his fundamentals, and then probably his assuredness that goes along with that. And don't just be a great athlete, an explosive player, a guy that can run, be a really good defensive end. And so you anticipate, you put your eyes in the right places, you got the right fundamentals to go along with, your explosiveness and your physicalness, and so that's all coming, into fruition, and he's still working, got work to do, but, he knows better than anybody that's what he needed to really focus on, and and then being a leader, just again start with your position group, be a good leader in your position group, and develop from there.
What's the team going to get when they draft Trayvon Mullen?
Oh man, very mature, very long, explosive, instinctive corner with great ball skills, terrific transitional movement, tracks the ball very well. He's a former receiver and never really gets turned around much, knows where that ball's going to be. But just great maturity, respect for the game, respect for his teammates, respect for the organization, an appreciation for teammates and all of that. He's been a very selfless player, and that'll transition to his leadership skills and being a great teammate going to the NFL. That's a tough dynamic going to the NFL. It's very business. As we all know, but what I'm saying is this is a family and a business, and we really promote, being a part of the family. We're there. Everybody's competing with each other for their jobs, and it's about putting paychecks on, in the bank account, and a lot of free agency and a lot of turnover with coaches and players alike. But he's going to be a guy that can help transform the locker room and be a great leader and serve his teammates and serve his community, all the while by being a great corner too. Being a terrific player. So to me, he's the total package.
What is it about Shaq Smith's personality that everyone in this program seems to be so
He's
strong
just a great leader. He always has been. He was that way, whether he's at St. Francis prior to transferring to IMG. He's got an old soul to him. He's got, maturity beyond his years, always has. He's got humility. He's got a great work ethic. He's never one to even, again, I can promise you that, I knew the days where he wanted a little more action or he wanted a little more success, but he's always had a willingness to stay, in his lane and support the team and just be a very selfless guy. But again, a great worker, takes care of his business off the field. He's very much like Christian Wilkins. He's a little more serious than Christian. Christian's a little silly, as we all know. And Shaq likes to have a good time like anybody, but he can be friends with anybody, and he can relate to anybody at any level. And so those are the biggest things, being a good teammate is important to him. Being a good friend is important to him. Being a vicious, violent competitor is important to him. And so he gets it, he knows how to toe the line. And just maturity as much as that for us as coaches. That's what we have a great appreciation for him, is just his maturity and his attitude's always on the right thing. If it's time to meet, he's ready to meet. If it's time to practice, he's ready to compete. If we're going to Frankie's Fun Park, he's ready to have some fun. So, he just has a great, demeanor to him. He's a great son. His mom, she's unbelievable. They got a very unique relationship and very wonderful relationship. So they've been very, very supportive. But Shaq's a neat guy. Got a lot to him, been through a lot, and happy for him. And this is his time.
All right.
Thanks.